Hello from Paris Blockchain Week, and today we are talking about trends in crypto industry. So you're coming from Cointelegraph, and I think you are aware of any upcoming trends in crypto industry. So what is hot topics right now? What's happening?
I think it's already a little bit of a stereotype that a journalist knows about all the trends. Like, we are actually reflecting the trends that we see in the industry. Well, I guess recently we definitely have had this great bull run, springtime fascination, and the recent meme coins on Solana is a big topic. Again, I think there are a lot of different communities within crypto that part of those are following particular topics. The other parts are following different ones. And if you check with people who are in crypto, you can actually see that maybe some news are not at all relating to particular communities, while the others do. So obviously there is a part that is more institutional, adoption, regulations, all the ETF saga, and we are coming toward the Ether ETFs as well soon. We are also approaching the halving, so this is a big topic also in terms of the price action and the whole market dynamics. And then there are this small adoption, big hot topics that are sometimes tech savvy, sometimes community focused, and these are coming and going away. And also the Twitter, for example, audience is very different from the audience that is reading or watching videos. So it's all very diversified.
Yeah, I think from our side, as you told, so there is a small group of people talking about any specific news. Our late topics or main lines here, it's mostly about regulation and what's coming for identity, digital identity. And so you have enumerated a lot of financial topics or news on the ground, I would say. And that one, it might be not coming yet, but we just wanted to know whether you feel that there is a requirement to highlight these topics for new regulations coming, different jurisdictions.
Regulations are much more complex and also much more simple than what we think. I've also had a panel at the Paris Blockchain Week about regulations yesterday. It revealed that a lot of regulators and also those who are involved into compliance developments, it's not black and white. It's always about finding a way. Like, crypto native people would love not to have any regulation, but at the same time, they want that everyone acts as a good actor. And this is not possible because it's not about crypto or any other tech. It's about human nature, and human nature needs to be regulated. This is my, again, personal opinion, but I think that regulation is much more complex than some of the part of the crypto OG community thinks. It's not about like banning something. Like, and also if you see at the regulatory framework around the world, it's pretty diversified. Like, what happens in the US is not the best example. It's the law enforcement, and I do not think that this is the most promising way of regulating the industry. While there are other regulators in different countries that are much more pro-crypto in the end. And if we are, like the industry representatives, are at the table of discussions for these regulations, I think this is where some golden middle will find its way. At the same time, I'm nostalgic about those times when regulation was not the hottest topic.
Talking about geography and going global, I think you see this global picture. And do you believe that we have in this spring some new emerging markets, maybe in Asia or Middle East, something that different from many other periods?
Well, I think we all tend to be a little bit biased by our environment. Here in Europe, we live in this like MiCA ecosystem, European focused. While if you go to the US, there are totally different topics that are talked about. And then there are a lot of other different markets, as you said, emerging countries like in Latin America, in Asia, in Africa, that are amazingly passionate and very vibrant markets and ecosystems where people find out about crypto and blockchain as an alternative to what they actually do not have in the financial system. And this is something that it's very difficult for us maybe here in Europe to understand. I remember a conversation with the World Economic Forum and Davos representative who was preparing a press conference. So we had a talk, and the question was like, well, okay, your Bitcoin, like they were not very much into that yet. Like that Bitcoin, like when do you think it will stop being volatile? Like when will it finally be something like a Swiss franc, euro, dollar? I'm like, sorry, like do you know about other currencies that are actually much more volatile than Swiss franc? So I think this is the problem of the whole financial system, and it's a human problem as well, that we tend to look through our eyes, and we are biased with our own life and environment, while there are so many emerging markets that actually have different challenges.
And you are talking a lot about DeFi, in fact, on the finance. And what about the other sides of the crypto industry? Maybe a real world asset?
Yeah, I think tokenization is definitely a very important new development in the industry. I've heard today somebody told that on-chain is the new online. I like it a lot. So I think we are still trying to understand what will be this next killer app, and the use case for those who, like the libertarian idea of crypto was to give access to financial freedom to more people, and to get across and through and avoid the current incumbent system, right? Now I think we are struggling to, like, at the same time introduce crypto into the existing system, and at the same time there are like this marginal groups that are doing something different. I think we will be there. It's like, you know, like when the Big Bang and then like all the galaxies like are, it's like comes down, it's stabilized. So I think we will see this with crypto as well. I think a very big thing here is AI, and how AI and blockchain will get combined
for real world problems.
Exactly. And people maybe will not even know that something is on blockchain or something is actually AI based. Like ideally, I think a lot of people even now do not understand where they are talking to a bot or to a real person, right? So I think it will be something like this. But when we'll find this way of implementing technology, not for tech geeks, but actually for normal people who just use a service every day, I think this will be the this aha moment.
I think we go to the last question today, for which we use for every guest. This mass adoption of KYC in every, maybe not every, but most of the Web3 applications and protocols, etc. in crypto world, in fact. Do you think it's for the good or for the best, the anonymizing of the people?
Well, in every good thing there is a dark side, right? And in every bad thing, like from out of every lemon you can make a lemonade. Get back to what I said in the beginning, like ideally there are no rules, but everyone acts as a good actor. But unfortunately, human nature is, and I think this is the biggest problem. It's not a problem of technology. Like this is the problem of crypto as well. There is so much greed and speculation because of the human nature. So I think the only way for good actors to deal with bad actors in this situation is actually to comply. So KYC is a way to protect customers and to protect users. At the same time, I understand those who like are, but there are still platforms that one can use. I mean, I don't think that crypto will all get regulated. There are still some layers of this ecosystem that bring some opportunities to play around. Yeah, it's like, you know, when you surf an internet with a VPN, it's like you're still, everything is written somewhere, but you still surf in a different regulation, location, whatever.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.